You are now tuned in to Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette, where your host, Annette Harris, analyze intriguing life questions and concerns, such as, do Christians suffer from mental illness? Have you wondered why they act abnormal? Or you may ask, what is really going on in their minds? Do you need Annette? Well, keep listening for a biblical understanding of the psychology of the mind.
Hey guys, welcome to Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette. I'm your girl, Annette Harris. I'm the host of Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette, brought to you by Get Caught in the Net Incorporated, of which I am CEO. I am also your certified mental health ambassador and award-winning author of that bestseller, Surviving a Silenced Heartbeat. Listen, guys, I am just coming in. We have been off for a few weeks, and I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys and see how everything's going in your world. It is January 1st, 2025, and it's a new year. It is a new day. I want to wish a happy new year to each and every one of you. And as you come in, I know it's been a minute. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and sharing, liking, loving, throwing a thumbs up for this particular live feed. We are looking forward to great things in 2025. Great guests, promoting individuals and their projects, and of course, making sure that we still focus on the psychological and spiritual aspects of everyday life. Life hits us from all angles. Sometimes it throws us curveballs, and sometimes we may not know exactly how to handle it or what to do. But having a platform like this where we're able to talk to each other and converse and sometimes have various professionals on that will help us in our journey, that is what we try to do. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your past participation, whether you were a guest or just a listener. And I'm actually posting on a couple of other platforms right now. But if you have supported us in any way down through 2024 and prior, so from 2013, which is when we started, to 2024, I want to thank each and every one of you for all of your help and all of your love. You know, I just don't take it for granted. What you do for us, how you encourage us, and sometimes I get encouragement from unlikely sources. And I'm just, sometimes it kind of takes me back. But you never know who you are touching. You never know who you are, helping as you are, talking to people throughout the week. Let's see. The past couple of weeks, I have been on vacation, a much needed vacation. I mean, I went. Well, let's see. When did we get back? Last week. And so for 2 weeks straight, I was on vacation. So the week before Christmas and then the week of Christmas. Many of you have probably seen my posts, but I had to get away with family. My husband and I, my sisters and their families, we all did, I call it destination holiday. And so we were in sunny Arizona, and we were able to come together, celebrate first and foremost that first week. Many of you saw my post. My niece graduated summa cum laude from Arizona State University. And so we were able to celebrate with her. Huge shout out to her and congratulations to Baraka for your wonderful, wonderful accomplishment. And then the second week, of course, was the week of Christmas. And so we decided as a family that we would spend that time together. And so it was what, about four families together, and it was just fantastic. I love my family. If you know anything about Annette, know that I love my family. I love my sisters and their families. I love my extended family, and that's what I'm all about. And so it was a time to be had, a time that was. I just appreciated it. I appreciated being able to with them, have fun with them, let our hair down, be ourselves, and not have to worry about work or um, getting back and doing different things. So I was able to take time out. And hopefully you were able to enjoy your holiday as well. I pray that everything went well for you, and you were able to enjoy. Some people probably are still celebrating, but you were able to enjoy your family or friends or whoever you were able to celebrate with. I always, during this time, always have to make sure that I am remembering and reaching out to those who are maybe having a hard time with the holiday season. There's so many times where it gets close to the holiday season. People are losing loved ones, tragic deaths, trauma revisited. There's so much that's going on that people don't really know how to handle it. So I try to, even in my daily discussions, whether I'm coming in contact with people, personally, I'm always trying to encourage each and every one of you to make sure that you're not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. It may feel like it, but you're not. You're not alone, and God is there to help you. He's there to give you strength. He's there to give you whatever you need to get through and manage. I always tell people, when you're looking at situations where people have lost loved ones or they're going through some kind of grief, during this time period, first and foremost, acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge what you're feeling. You may be hurt. You may be disappointed. You may be going through the stages of grief, but first and foremost, acknowledge where you are. Acknowledge your feelings, and then reach out. If you're able to reach out. Sometimes some people can get so down and they don't want to talk to anybody. So if you're at that point, we're praying for you, but this is why we come to you and talk to you and try to encourage you that you can make it. I say God left you here for a reason. There's a reason that you're still here. So we have to go about finding out what that reason is. Why did he leave me here? What is my purpose? What am I doing, for the master? So we have to keep all of that in mind, that, this life is not our own. God is in control, and you can make it. You don't have to give up, give out, give in, or what have you. You guys, as you're coming in today, again, we're just chatting with you. We haven't been on a live stream for about probably 2 or 3 weeks. And I wanted to come on again just to kind of talk with you and see where you are, where your head's at. I told you at the end of the last session that we had that we have some great things that are coming up for Annette, for Mind, Body, and Soul with Annette. Some projects that I'm working on personally to further advance the kingdom. And I solicit your prayers for God to continue guiding and directing and helping. A lot of this thing, what I do, if you don't know anything about me, I try to do what I can so that I can help you, so that I can help someone else, so I can pay it forward. It's not about me, has nothing to do with me at all. So that don't think that, oh, she's doing this, she's just trying to, be this and be that. But I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for us. And you know what? I would want somebody to do it for me. So I know in this season, or this um, way of the world now, the social media, people are trying to be stars, and they're trying to get as many followers as they can, and do this and do that, so that they can be known and be seen. I was just looking at something earlier on one of these talk shows, and they had a guest on, and it was interesting to me because people will go viral for just about anything. And this particular uh, individual, they went viral for something very, very simple. Very simple. And you want me to tell you what that is? They turned out the lights. Wherever they go, they turn out the lights. Not magic, but they turn out the lights. And they went viral. And people are following them all over the place, and they're like, oh, la la la. So it's like people are really trying to make themselves known, make themselves big, for what I'm not sure what turning out the lights going to do, but we have to have a purpose and a reason behind what the things that we do. And so when I bring guests on and talk to them, again, we're promoting and supporting them, their projects, and what they're doing so that they can better others. Sometimes they're bettering themselves. But we want to push and promote that positivity. That's what we do. Even on a regular basis with the Sash Talk discussions, we try to come on to encourage you. And, a lot of times when I'm prepping or preparing for a Sash Talk, sometimes I'll get, maybe sometimes in my morning devotions, I'll get a word here, a word there. Or I'm sitting and I'm studying something, and the Lord says, talk on that. And sometimes I'm like, huh? You want me to talk about that? That makes no sense to me, to Annette, right? But the Lord will say, do it. And I'm grateful that I'm mature enough to understand and know the voice of the Lord, and when he's telling me to do and say something. And I'm more grateful when I actually do it. But I said all that to say that what I discuss on a regular basis, it is meant to encourage you. Sometimes I may not understand why he wants me to talk on a particular subject, but then it becomes it's revealed to me once I post and others start commenting. I get a lot of inbox messages. May not see a lot on the post itself, but I get a lot of inbox messages. You were right on point. That was for me, sis. Very good information. And that's what keeps me going and encouraging, because it's touching someone. It is easy to get discouraged out here in these social media streets. I will tell you that much. It's easy to get discouraged because, you can look and see you don't have a lot of followers. Even now, looking on this live stream, I don't have a lot of viewers right now. It can get very, very discouraging. Everybody is about doing their own thing now, and sometimes they don't want to reach out and support someone else. I started this particular show, again, many of you know, in November of 2013. And I started on terrestrial radio, so, AM, FM station. And then I went on to online, the online radio platform. So since then, there have been so many radio shows and podcasts and daily discussions on social media where, you may have been up at the top in the beginning, but you're probably down at the bottom now, because people, it depends upon what they're looking for. Maybe they're looking for someone to stroke their ego, or what have you, or talk about whatever it is they're going through. We know that controversy sells. And so you have a lot of individuals or programs or what have you that are controversial. people are focusing on the negative more than the positive, and people migrate to that. So yeah, it can get discouraging out here, but I'm going to continue on because God has commissioned me to do this. And so many of you that are out here watching, whether you're watching me live or you're going to watch later, I do appreciate, again, those of you who encourage me on a regular basis. We have our on Mind, Body, and Soul. For the past, 7 years, we've had our health and wellness segment that comes toward the end of the month with Dr. Shirley Hill, Mo Faith Nutritional Services. So we highlight various topics, individuals, titles, some discussions that we talk about, we may not want to talk about. I remember having on a good friend of mine who had been abused when she was 8 years old for a lengthy time period. And then again, when she became a teenager, I believe. And so you talk about the molestation, that she endured and faced. There's so many that have gone through a lot of what my guests have, gone through, or who have experienced various things. They've gone through the same thing. So when we bring these individuals on, it's more so that they can relate. They can understand what it is that we are focusing on. And, again, the primary goal is to help you to move forward in this life. You don't have to give up. You don't have to give out. And you don't have to give in. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but you don't have to. You can keep moving. You can go forward. God has given you the strength to even see this day, even this hour of the day. So you rely and trust in God, rely and trust in his strength, rely and trust in whatever it is he's telling you and instructing you to do. Be encouraged to not give up, be encouraged to not give in, be encouraged to continue on. This is 2025, and many of you know that I try to listen to the voice of the Lord and seeing what he's telling me to focus on for that particular year. If it's a theme he wants me to focus on and kind of wrap my shows or whatever projects I'm working in around that, then I take it in. And this year, I believe he's given me get ready and stay ready. Get ready and stay ready. No, we don't know what's coming. But I believe if we get ready, we place our hand in God's hand, and if we allow him to guide and direct us, walk with him. I know we sing the song, Walk With Me, Lord, but let's walk with him. Let's walk with God and allow him to instruct us, allow him to direct us, allow him to help us, because he's right there and he wants to. He wants to help us. He wants to direct and instruct us. And he wants us to get to the place that he wants us to be at, to do what he wants us to do, and however he wants us to do it, whether that's helping someone else, whether that's listening to someone, being that listening ear, whether it's referring someone to someone where else where they can get the help that they need, then he wants to do that through us. So again, I just want to come on. Again, we had been off for about a couple of weeks. And so with this being the first Wednesday of the new year, January 1st, ended up being on a Wednesday. So we wanted to make sure that we come on to talk to you, to wish you a happy new year, to encourage you to keep moving and to keep going strong. When you see the end of the year wrapping up, the new year coming in, some people focus on resolutions. Some people focus, okay, I'm going to do this year. I'm going to do better. It's going to be a new me, a better me. That's wonderful. And we should think that way, because we should not think that, 2025, it's going to be a bummer. No, we're not going to speak that, and we're not going to look for that. We see what's happening in our world and our government. We understand that, but we still have who? God. He's on the throne. He is on the throne. He has everything in control. We may not understand it. We may not agree with a lot of stuff that's happening and going on, but God is still on the throne. He is our helper. He's our healer. He's our deliverer. He's our leader. He's our savior. And so we have to put our hope and our trust in him and not in man. Our faith does not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. So let's grab a hold of that. Let's be encouraged. Look for great and mighty things. I'm not going to tell you to not look for great and mighty things. That may sound cliche-ish, but look for great and mighty things in 2025. Those things that you were trying to accomplish, didn't get a chance to accomplish in 2024. Don't be discouraged. I feel the Spirit of the Lord. Don't be discouraged, because God will help you. God will direct you, instruct you in whatever way you need to go. Those that were disappointed, discouraged, going through losing a loved one, maybe through divorce, separation, a death, miscarriage, a home loss, loss of career, financial loss. Maybe your life kind of changed and did a 180 by the time the year of 2024 ended. But God who is rich in mercy, he will help us. He will help you. If you don't remember anything that I say on today, just remember and know that God is here to help us. And in 2025, again, remember, get ready and stay ready. Get ready and stay ready. Get ready for whatever God is doing, is going to do, and stay ready. Allow him to guide you. Allow him to use you. Yeah. Those of you who have made choices and said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and maybe you haven't done it yet, get ready and stay ready. God will be glorified if you allow him. Allow him to be glorified. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Play my little jingle and pray that all great shows to bring to you, because we have we're expecting God to move. Get ready and stay ready, and we will see you soon. Take care. With Annette.